Hey, and welcome to day 2 of my 3-part series, Establishing Your Goals. Now, yesterday we talked about the purpose, the breakdown, and today we're going to get more clear, crystal clear about what it is we desire, okay? So I have some notes, so I will be looking down from time to time so that I can stay on task and keep this right at 15 minutes so that I can honor your time, and also you will have time to implement this session, okay? So, one of the things that I tell people is that what are you doing with your time? A lot of times, just like I mentioned yesterday, people believe that they don't have enough time to achieve a particular goal that's going to send them to their success or the level of success that they're seeking. But I want to remind you again, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and it's your responsibility to maximize your time, to understand your schedule, to understand what it looks like for you to work on particular days to achieve those goals. That's going to send you again to the level of success that you are seeking. So today, if you opted in, you should have day 2 worksheet. And today we're going to be speaking briefly about strategy. But I want to encourage you first and foremost about your mindset. What are you believing to be true? What are you believing about living the dreams that you want to turn into your reality? What are you believing about what you already possess inside that's going to yield positive outcomes and results? Mindset is the most important thing. You can believe, and when you believe, you can achieve. And I want you to keep that in mind, and I want you to jot that down on your notebook. When you believe, you will achieve. Your mindset is everything. Trust me. Now, understanding what you are capable of doing. Know that dreams will require time, a process, a strategy, and implementation. All of those things are great assets to have, but you must build each process. You must build each step. You must understand what you can do right now. So yesterday, I encouraged you to set a goal that you can achieve within 15 days. Why 15 days? Because I want you to be intentional on what it is that you're desiring. And then also, I want you to believe that you can. See, if you're on the fence about maybe there's a possibility you will not be able to achieve what it is that you're desiring. You have to believe in your greatness. And once you believe in your greatness, maximize whatever it is that you have right then and there. Now, strategy. Your strategy is going to be different from someone else. Okay, so whatever that dream is, I want you to do the onion peel. I want you to tear it apart. I want you to research what it will take. I want you to understand the time that you have, the tools that you have right in front of you. I want you to connect with like-minded individuals. That's why I encourage individuals to be a part of the leaders community, because it is important to connect with peers that understand exactly what it is that you're trying to do so that you can gain those resources. Now, let's look at day 2 worksheet. Day 2, we're talking about strategy. So I want you to understand what it will take for you to achieve that particular goal and set up a strategy. Make it crystal clear. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. But make it crystal clear so that you understand. And listen, here's a great tip. A lot of times we write down things in ink pen. When you're creating a strategy, or what I like to call a blueprint, use a pencil. So, excuse me, when you use a pencil and something doesn't work, you can go back and erase it and redefine that step. Okay? Because sometimes when you're working on achieving a particular goal, it's a process. So maybe one particular step will not work. Don't Please, by all means, do not get discouraged. Do not get discouraged, because it's just like an architect or someone who draws out a blueprint. They always draw out their blueprint in utilizing a pencil. So if the person that's wanting to buy the property or the home that's being built, if they don't like the bathroom that's in a particular area, they can go back and erase it and say, okay, where would you like it? And let's do it this way. Okay? And you have to learn how to be flexible. Being flexible will also allow you the opportunity to achieve a particular goal. Okay? Goals are not hard. The most important thing about goals is creating a strategy, setting time, and then also implementing. A lot of times we get caught up in that little process. So you want to create a goal, create a strategy, and then implement. When you implement and it doesn't work, because sometimes it's by trial and error, if it doesn't work, recreate. Okay? Don't just throw in the towel because it did not work. Now, when you're working on your strategy, I also want you to keep in mind particular days that you can work on your strategy, your goal that's going to yield you positive outcomes. Okay? You have to be in alignment and also realizing that time management is the most important key here. You can have a dream, and many of us have beautiful, awesome, amazing dreams, right? But then we get caught up because we're busy with our day-to-day lives. We get caught up, and then that's where frustration comes in because we're not yielding positive outcomes. But to yield positive outcomes, you have to create a strategy and a time for implementation. So schedule days and times that will work for you. Okay, so you, again, I mentioned this yesterday, you have to understand your schedule. And that means looking at a calendar. If you're if you work a full-time job, you have to understand what you can do throughout your day. Now, if you have an hour lunch break, for example, can you utilize that time to work on your dreams? If you come home and you have to cook dinner, get the house situated, or whatever you do when you are off from work, can you utilize an hour on your downtime? It's all about what you do and applying action. So I want you to apply actionable steps when you create your strategy. Create a strategy, apply actionable steps. Connect with an accountability partner. We offer that in the leaders community. And I want to also let you know that when you are working on yielding positive outcomes, life happens. Be willing again to be flexible. Be willing again to take a detour. But just don't stop. Be flexible. Be flexible, right? Write down. And whenever you achieve something, celebrate. So here on day 2, celebration, right? Keep in mind celebration. Celebrate each and every time you achieve a particular goal. So yesterday on our worksheet, we spoke briefly about being clear. So once you are very clear about what it is that you desire, create a strategy. And once you create a strategy, you implement. Okay? Clear, strategy, implementation. Now, let's go back into mindset really quickly. I want to cover mindset. I want you guys to make sure that whatever it is that you are seeking, whatever it is that you are believing, that you constantly encourage yourself and motivate yourself, okay? You need to make sure, again, that you are your MVP, because to turn your dreams into reality is going to take willpower, motivation, discipline, and understanding that whatever it is that you desire, you can have it. But you must be willing to encourage yourself, okay? And make sure that you take time to celebrate, even if it's just completing the strategy process of day 2. Once you create a strategy, I want you to celebrate. Once you create a strategy for the goal that you want to achieve, I want you to celebrate. And whenever you feel that you created a strategy, I want you to write down that time, and I want you to celebrate. Check off right here, celebration. I want you to give yourself a pat on the back. Goals are not hard. We make it hard. Living your best life is not hard. Believing in yourself, it is not hard. It's all about your mindset and what you believe to be true. So that's all for day 2 of this 3-part series, Establishing Your Goal. Get in alignment with whatever it is that you're desiring. Believe in your greatness. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own fan. Create a strategy. Apply action. Implement. That's it for day 2. I wanted to keep this really short so that you can implement in bite-sized pieces. Go back if you need to and watch day 1. And also remember that we are in the leaders community and ready to support you. As always, remember to stand strong and manifest the extreme. Talk with you soon.